unity as well. The fight together between Zeus and Charybdis is going to be incredibly strong. The space control is all there. Whereas now that we get a full look at the Leviathans draft, they've got decent dive tools. Serket closes gap very easily. Close gap onto a Zeus might get a lightning storm on your head though. Gilgamesh does the exact same thing, but it's an issue that I have with the draft.
2021, second time Zapman and Paul lift the hammer as teammates. January 9th, 2022, only 2 things are guaranteed. We will have one 3-time back-to-back-to-back Smite World Champion, and we will have a couple first-time Smite World Champions. No matter what, the Season 8 SWC Atlantis Leviathans Tartarus Titans kicking off right now.
Now that he's had so much success playing a little bit more selfishly, it should be interesting.
Uh-oh, Lairs could be a first-time world champion, and he's feeling it. Tartarus Titans off to a first blood. It's a blink, a knock-up, and a kill in the mid lane.
It's just that simple for Erlang Shen, man. He just gets on top of you so quickly. Perfect blink in. It's the mannequin start for Lairs, trying to get that ball rolling early, and look at this. Transitions directly into a red buff invade.
The Leviathans are rotating through, though. Dropkick onto Lairs. Have you done too much? No, the knockup's on the way out. Say otherwise. Panatom closes that gap. Paul kiting backwards. Is the Zeus. He's got damage. On the other side, it's a jump in from Aurora. Brutalize. Yes, please. Tartarus Titans make the Leviathans pay.
What a start here for the Tartarus Titans. They get first blood. They fight over the red buff. They get it. And then they come straight into the Zeus damage. And that is exactly
so far this weekend.
I mean, he absolutely crushed the Scarabs with this pick yesterday. So you can't give Aurora Fenrir, can't give Paul Tiamat. You got to make a choice somewhere.
Lairs drop kicked in by Panatom. Rongu here on the follow-up as well, and he is locked in place and taken down. Life from the Leviathans. 5.5 minutes in, 3-man rotation into the left jungle.
This trio, man, of Yarkor, Panatom, and Rongu, they have
comes out just in time. Panatom with the up down. Doesn't have the execute, but here comes Aurora.
Aurora looking for the target. It's going to be Rongu. Benji on the way as well, and Rongu going to get gobbled up, or is he?
Cyclone spin from the left could be the last bit of damage.
No way!
Blinks away, stays alive. The Serket on the map for the time being. The skirmish continues over in mid as Shinto will be the target, and Lairs grabs his second.
Just when you thought the Leviathan's frontliner was going to be the one in trouble, poor Shinto, man, he comes to the rescue in that
same way the Titans might feel like the Leviathans are a bit distracted by the Pyromancer, so neutral objectives pulled on either side of the map. But the one on the right under a bit of threat. Titans grab the Gold Fury on left. Yarkor balancing out, zoning away. Aurora will not steal away the Pyromancer. Has he paid for it with his life, though? Ragnarok gets him out. Dropkick. No good. Winds of Shamash will lock Benji where he is. Shinto grabs a kill.
Good chase down from the Leviathans there. They're able to punish Aurora for going for a bit of a greedy play. Shinto didn't have beads, so it looked like it could be Panatom, who just backed to buy a full suite of vision wards. That'll help.
Benji taunted in and ulted back by Rongu. Aurora here to save the day. The Ragnarok is out, and it gobbles up Yarkor just for a moment, but he immediately drops down. The cleanse from Shinto will put the Artemis right back down on the ground. Cyclone spin in his ult, but Yarkor body blocking beneath the tier 2 tower. We go. Cyclone melting away. Panatom has got the jump in, and that's a big ultimate from Lairs, but still these kills survive. Somehow everyone on the map lives. I stand corrected. Aurora's the first one to go down.
Paul had a big ultimate right there, and it did damage to the entirety, but this is what the Leviathans want. They want you to spread that damage out. They just hell heal, hell heal, hell heal, and now they're going to be able to go right back to the objective.
HP? What?
And they're going to be awfully healthy.
The Season 8 SWC Finals, and it is down beneath half HP as Zapman continues to deal the damage onto the back. Yarkor zoning out Lairs, who is drop-kicked, face-punched against the wall by Shinto, who has got his second of the game.
Rongu looking for a little bit more. Deathbane in, Panatom in underneath the tier 2. This backline from the Titans just cannot catch a break.
Both actives used by Paul, and he will be looking at him from the grave. Shinto has got a double kill. First big fight of the SWC Finals, and it is the Leviathans who are coming out big. Still Zapman back on the Fire Giant. Why wouldn't you be? The rest of your team is winning this fight big.
He's PvEing while the rest of the Leviathans are dealing his dirty work. Just leaving that shield out there and knowing that he could chain lightning it at any time is huge.
Benji jumped on over in the mid lane. Playing in a game of margins right now. Benji will live for the time being. A 3-3 split over on left. Aurora has eyes for Zapman, and the Ragnarok connects, but he is body blocked by Rongu. And Zapman and Rongu, they've got plenty of damage. Of course they do. It's a 2-for-1 kill over on the left side of the map as Aurora is the first one to go down, and the Leviathans swarm through the mid lane.
They're going for the Titan a little bit too early, though. I don't think they have the damage quite yet. They're going to instead wipe the map of these Phoenixes. Only one ultimate left standing, and Benji's going to need to execute more than one in order to keep the Titans' hopes alive.
Shinto gets his Book of the Dead procced. I'm not sure he's all that worried about it right now. You still got some pivotal ultimates left to go. Of course, the stance switchers are there, but Zapman, watch out for the Stinger. If Zapman can connect on one of these priority targets, maybe make it Benji, maybe make it Layers. The Leviathans, they were down in this game, but you will keep them down no further. Into the Titan room go the Leviathans.
Zap.
Game number 1, the Atlantis Leviathans will draw first blood.
What an unbelievable start for the Atlantis Leviathans. Think to how this game started. First blood for Layers. Just this unbelievable gank in mid where Shinto ends up falling behind. Then Aurora has
This is going to be an incredibly fun matchup to watch. Already, though, one step closer for Zapman to a back-to-back-to-back championship. Paul needs to try and tie it right here. Can the Titans do it? Let's find out in Game 2.
Atlantis Leviathans swing first, but the Tartarus Titans, not a team unfamiliar with these situations, Zagro. You can almost say the Titans got the Leviathans right where they want them. This is a team that's used to losing Game 1.
Yep.
And then winning 3 straight games.
Yeah, they're all about this, man. They did it to the Dragons at Phase 3 playoffs.
Rather, what I'm looking for, picked up by the map. Atlantis Leviathans hovering in this area. They're going to have to do it without the beads from
Yark's
Panatom, though, who used them just a moment ago.
There we
Rivers
go.
Rebuke traps Paul where he stands, and it's a drop kick against the wall, but Jaeger on the other end is just in time. Winds of Shamash says goodbye to Paul. On the other side of the fight, though,
Zap!
man turns it around. Layers does not get the kill.
Benji now in the front of Yarkor, gonna have to use that ultimate to try and escape, but Panatom has chased down Aurora already.
Oh my God.
The Leviathans have come to play on Championship Sunday, and they are gonna rout the Tartarus Titans at the start of Game 2.
Deicide, hello, 11 and a half minutes in. Panatom with the 3-piece in the grand finals of Season 8, and the Leviathans will turn their eyes towards the Gold Fury. Disastrous start to this game for the Tartarus Titans. They're going to lose both of the neutral objectives. They will lose all 5 members of their team. 2,500 gold right now. That's going to get a whole lot worse.
Unbelievable. So difficult because the Leviathans, I think, have itemized well enough this time around. They've got that anti-heal, they've got Contagion, they've got Brawler's Beat Stick ready to go.
Sanctified Field on a Cyclone Spin. That slow is enough, and Panatom is on an absolute tear. Triple kill in the last fight. Kill on the Cyclone Spin on the left side of the map. Gonna take a little time to scale up that Izanami as Zapman and Panatom. Leviathans have been playing, have not allowed any aggression from anyone on the Titans who wants to play aggressive. I haven't seen Aurora have the freedom to jump in and find a kill.
Watch
I've
out.
seen plenty of this. That's a solo kill for the Rampage, as Panatom will not be denied. The 5th kill could be another solo, as Aurora has to jump out and away. And the Rivers Rebukes, baby, they've been hitting from Wrong You. That'll allow Aurora, or Yarkor rather, to chase down Paul. Shinto's got the damage, and Paul's got the death.
Oh, no!
Riptide it on back, and Wrong You won't be denied. The Leviathans will not be denied.
You thought it was Worlds Week, but it's Yark Week, baby. Yarkor just going in and doing whatever he wants in the midst of the team fight. 9-0. The Leviathans blanking the Titans in game number 2.
There are still 25 seconds on the death timers of both Layers and Paul. This mid lane Phoenix might be an afterthought. Benji could be an afterthought. The Leviathans, we're an hour and a half into this day.
I know.
And we're already considering reverse sweeps for the Titans. They've been swept by the wayside. Aurora could make a play, and he will not. Winds of Shamash will force out the Ragnarok. And galloping away is Aurora, and Shinto will make him play. 10-0 Leviathans, all 5 with the fire.
Just cannot be cleaner from the Atlantis Leviathans. I mean, this is a play isn't as clean. Their objective play isn't as clean. This is what we're getting.
Well, Cyclone Spin is already dashed away. Yeah, good thing Panatom has got enough gap, because that is a long, long drop kick, and a long, long way back to base, and a long, long, long time back into the game. 45 seconds on Cyclone Spin. And this is going to keep going. This is a 3 versus 2, but the Leviathans feel like they're in control, because guess who's at the forefront? It's Yarkor and Ardio, the first kill of the game, and it's Paul with the shutdown on the Panatom.
But Yarkor is going to live in the 1v4. In fact, he's
the Leviathans considered maybe a chase on left. The Titans will group, head on away. You got 45 seconds left on the FG. This is a story we've seen just time and time again. Cyclone Spin just wants to farm. Panatom will not give him the chance. Of the 7 kills, feels like 4 of them have been onto the Izanami. When the Gilgamesh is playing this way and the build is looking this way, difficult to come back in.
It's just been impossible for Cyclone Spin.
I mean, what are you supposed to do?
To farm. I mean, he's just been getting hunted. A bounty on his head placed by Panatom. He just cannot play the game And the Leviathans not waiting around. They're not waiting for this game to just come to them. They're ready to take it.
They might not even need DFG. If this fight goes for the Leviathans,
And
you're staring down the barrel of a 2-0 deficit. If you're the Tartarus Titans Sanctified Field, yeah, it came to collect. The Leviathans grab another. This time it's Paul who goes down. No carries for the Tartarus Titans for the next 15 seconds, and then 35 seconds after that. As 5, the Leviathans walk into the Titan room of the Tartarus Titans. The FG has fallen off, and it is a far way away from spawning.
Zap
is an afterthought. Zapman is a madman. Shinto, he's on a rampage, and the Leviathans 1 game away from Worlds.
Can you believe it? This Atlantis Leviathans team just absolutely decimated the Titans. Only 1 kill in the team.
So I think Rongyu, Hardcore, even Panitam's going to have to be a little bit more wary with their positioning, because if they get gobbled up, it's going to have a hard time escaping from this follow-up out of the Titans.
It's not going to be a walk-through easy street for the
Throughout
Leviathans.
my career, you know, he's been around for longer than I have, and his ability to show up in big games is always something that's really impressed me. He's never let the moment get the better of him.
Layers, a chance to make waves in Game 3. Our core will dodge out the cap. He jumps back in. Benji taking a lot of damage. Med is pulsing through. Dropkick against the wall. Yarkor's got first blood. Layers, he might be the second. The Atlantis Leviathans have grabbed first blood in Game 3. The root's important, but it is not good enough. Panatom off to a 1-0 start. So's Yark.
Yark just can't be
Stalwart
stopped.
player for this Titans team so far this year, Aggro. It might need to be as well again this year. Zapman has connected with Aurora with his ultimate, and Aurora will crash down into the River's Rebuke. We saw this so many times! In game number 2, Panatom just running down Cyclone Spin.
Paul's here!
Oh my god! Paul, he rotates in. Great players make great plays in big moments, and Paul has made 1 here in game number 3. Zapman gets up, down, another kill over to Paul, a double kill, but Shinto rotates in late, and he'll grab himself 1 as well.
Hunting for Paul on the transformation. Paul has gone north, but I don't think Shinto's going to have enough gas in the tank. This cursed orb giving Paul some movement speed, but Shinto is a soul, so he'll have some of his own with this apparate, but that's going to do it. Overall, still, I think a great fight for the Leviathans, because I think they're just winning this mental game until Rongyu has made a mistake.
Rongyu stuck around on that red buff, tried to solo invade it himself. What the storyline of game 3 is nuts. Paul off to a 3-0 start.
Which is also excellent. So if Panatom's going to get big, and he's got 100% kill participation, 2-1-3, he's going to have the farm.
Layers is here on the left. Silence is massive from Aurora, and Layers jumps in. Layers starting to get the wheels spinning a little bit. Zapman has just not been punished all set long in lane. Ever. Half a level. As Paul takes over to level 10 as well. The supports in this game have also both been hitting what they need
Zap
to.
again.
And Aurora setting up onto Zapman. Cyclone Spin being peeled out by
No
Panatom.
shots.
Zapman fighting on the back. Panatom puts down Cyclone, and no chance Zapman turns this one around. Rongyu rotating into the back. The stun is there.
See ya.
Ultimate out, and Zapman sends Aurora to the grave.
And Layers can't even do enough to come in and get the kill, though he picks up Panatom, gets the beads. At the end of the day, it does not matter. The Leviathans get 2 by going forward. All gas, no brakes.
Yarkor is coming around the backside of this fight. Panatom doesn't quite have the damage to win it right off the bat. And so it looks like what we thought would be a disengage in mid is instead a kill for Yarkor. And now it's bad to worse for the Tartarus Titans. Paul has just not been able to get involved after a 3-0 start, and the influence is spreading. Panatom, no chance, we're doing it again. We have done it again. Aurora will again be the last one alive. Winds of Shamash again will save his life. The Leviathans again will find 3 kills.
You just cannot keep getting away with this, Panatom. How does he keep getting away with this? He's jumping
They are so close. The year they've had, the storylines around this team. It is time to make a play. If you're the Tartarus Titans, Yarkor is turning around the damage.
No, he doesn't.
Layers, bat out of hell 1. No good. 2, it's good.
Unbelievable. He nearly 2v1'd, but now he's got Rongyu in tow. Yarkor still standing.
Yeah,
finally. No, he didn't die.
He didn't die.
He's still alive.
He's in the Dharmic Pillars. He might not die. Yarkor
Oh
lives.
my God.
Yarkor lives. Yarkor lives. He stays alive in the solo lane. It is bad to worse. It is ridiculous. The Leviathans are rolling. Yarkor gets the 3-piece. The team of destiny has arrived.
Unbelievable. Yarkor is here. 6-2 key in order to get those mending waters out, but it doesn't happen without Yarkor playing it absolutely perfectly.
Zapman just staring down the red buff. He does not
Layers
care.
is dead.
No chance. No chance. Come on. Everything for the Leviathans right now. Nothing for the Titans. He will crash down to Earth. And the Leviathans are on Dream Street. Zapman will be soloed down by Cyclone Spin and a breath of air, a momentary glance of sun. A long time now had that Transcendence fully stacked up. Levels-wise, Benji only 1 behind, 2 behind in mid, 1 behind. You can't win in a head fight. You definitely can't win one when you're behind. And how about the rotation from the Leviathan? Cyclone Spin has been sat on by Panatom in back-to-back games.
All about this entire weekend. And he's doing it again here, the mastermind.
A few locks on the door to the Smite World Championship. Fire Giant is one of them. The Tartarus Titans have shown some face.
Cyclone's not here.
But how much more will you show? Cyclone Spin on the left side of the map. Aurora jumped on, Riptide back. Shinto bursts Aurora down. There is no more Ganesh in this fight. Benji has to leap away as well. Fire Giant is taken by the Atlantis Leviathans. The River's Rebuke will go up. Yarkor uses the beads. He will chase down Layers, and he might have the damage.
He's looking for it. He's going to need to land the 2. That one misses and picked up by Layers' ultimate. But you think it matters? You think Yarkor cares about any sort of ultimate or damage? I don't think so.
The only win condition Cyclone Spin sees here is pushing down this Phoenix on the left side of the map. There are still towers for the Leviathans to deal with. 1 tower for the Leviathans to deal with. They've got minions pushing down the right side of the map. It is going to be a 5v5 to end this game in the base of the Tartarus Titans. But this is a 4 versus 2. The rest of the Tartarus Titans are delayed on their back. This is the fight the Titans maybe have been looking for. Shinto is jumped on. Disapparate does its job. Benji with the Sentinel of Zeus. He does not have the
alive!
Benji does. The Rend from range will put down Shinto and the mid laner falls.
Sap's pretty low. Gonna try and get away, but the damage from Yark is just too much. This front line staunch as always.
There's no way they can get away with this, right? You've lost Shinto. You've lost him already. And now the Leviathans rally around one another. The fight for the Leviathans is here. The winds of Shamash is down. Zapman grabs the kill onto Aurora. Benji throws up the shield. Panatom grabs another. It is time for Cyclone and Paul to go big.
Got him.
And Cyclone has done the initial bit. Bat out of hell swoops through. Panatom has got a double kill. Zapman fighting on the backside of the fight, and Paul makes a big play. It's Wrong You. It's Panatom. The last 2 alive. Paul,
the kick!
Man. The drop kick against the wall, and Paul's got a double.
Finally, the Tartarus Titans make a play happen. They wipe the Fire Giant from 4 Panatom has hunted down Paul well.
The Fire Giant has been started. Yarkor is jumped on a great target. He's
Committing.
6-1 and 7. Fire Giant low, and the Leviathans secure the FG. It's Dharmic Pillars that are down, and the Winds of Shamash is alone for Panatom on the back. Can you kill Paul at the start of this fight? Yarkor would sure love to, but Paul will transform. Cyclone Spin uses his Aegis, and now Cyclone Spin is the one who lives. Aurora is the one who dies on the other side. Panatom eyes the dropkick onto Layers, but they swap spots.
Wrong, you try to clean up Layers, and he's got nowhere to go. The Leviathans have killed 2, and the other members of the Titans have limped back to base.
It is Benji, it is Paul, it is Cyclone Spin against the worlds. The Atlantis Leviathans have all 5 members. They've got beads on 3. They've got Aegis on Zapman. They've got the hope of the world at their back.
Unbelievable. I wonder if they're going to try and go for the end here. No, not a huge wave coming.
Here they come.
But they've got a good amount of time until Aurora is back up.
Here they come. 15 seconds on Aurora, 30 seconds on Layers. You have to take a deep breath in a moment like this if you're the Leviathans. Aggro all year long. It's been against the Leviathans. They will walk into the Tartarus Titans base far ahead of this game. Last year, they were told they do not belong. This year, we were told they would fall out early. Say it 3 times for the 3rd time. Vamos! Vamos! Vamos, Leviathans on top of the world this night.
Let's fucking go!